I'm Cooper.
I'm Christina.
I'm Miranda.
And I'm Mac. We're the family that built XYLOVAN, and we need your help. So XYLOVAN's had a really interesting life so far. We found it a few years ago on the street with a for sale sign on it. It was being used as a gig van for punk bands. Rumor was the Germs had used it. Before that, it had been a van for a sober living facility in Los Angeles. We knew when we saw it, it was going to be the heart of something really cool and interactive. So we hand-built xylophones for it out of T6 bar aluminum and stage scaffolding.
So you hit the keys and you'd set salt on it, and the salt would migrate to the deadest part of the keys. And that's where you drill the holes. And I remember just whacking it as hard as I could the first time Dad let me do that. And I remember thinking, this is going to be awesome.
I really enjoyed building it. It was an incredibly frustrating, loud, sketchy, iffy process because I didn't entirely know what I was doing.
I did a lot of stuff in XYLOVAN. I built parts of the keyboards. I buffed pretty much all of the keys. I helped assemble a lot of the stuff on the inside of the van. I helped repair the engine once or twice. Really just a lot of stuff.
We had to go through a lot of crazy mallet making in order to figure out what made these keys sound great. And we went through fiberglass sticks and wooden dowels and super ball diameters of all different sizes. And there's the drilling of the super balls, and then you dip it in liquid rubber. And at one point, we just had cans everywhere with wet, dipped rubber mallets drying. And then you just throw them all in a few buckets and you bring them out. And what's exciting is actually walking up to people and handing them mallets and inviting them to play.
We wired it up for sound. We put a couple of deep cycle marine batteries on board to run that and the lights, and we built canopies for it. And then we took it out to Maker Faire in San Francisco, and the response was amazing.
When their face lights up and they start to really explore what they can do with the instrument, and they start to really believe I may not be a musician, that I can make music, that's what we're really working towards.
It's pretty difficult, but it's all worth it. It's really amazing to just see people play. It's an incredible amount of release, just sort of hitting something repeatedly. Artistry and rhythm are sort of added bonuses, but a lot of it is just sort of losing yourself and just the ability to not care what happens, because whatever you hit, it sounds beautiful.
What amazes me about XYLOVAN when we bring it places and people come and play is that invariably they go into their own private space and just play music. It's kind of amazing how no matter where you are, no matter how crowded, how loud, once people get sticks in their hand and start playing, it becomes really a personal experience of making art.
Here's why XYLOVAN needs your help. The engine's getting pretty old. It's leaking a lot of oil. We blew a head gasket last year, and it's just time for a new engine. The steering gear is pretty worn, and it's kind of sketchy to drive in high winds. But we also have a really amazing plan for a new outside design. We're going to turn XYLOVAN into a roving ballroom with fabric straight down from the top and an observation deck on the roof. There will be chandeliers hanging off of it to light it up at night. And inside of the canopy, we're going to have RGB LED lights, computer controlled, so that the whole thing can strobe and phase through the entire rainbow. We also want to upgrade the sound system, and we're going to build some new instruments for it as well.
We need your help.
help.